friends, this is Kang and welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. If you are new and happen to just click on this video out of curiosity, I am a mommy lifestyle vlogger here on YouTube, and I really truly exist to encourage and motivate you guys to be the best woman that you can be for your family and friends and community, and this is what I'm here for. And so for today's video, I am doing a heart-to-heart series, and I've done a couple videos in the past, but I've just felt so convicted to do these videos more often, and today I'm just going to share something very personal with you. That is why this series is called Heart to Heart, because it's really me being genuine and raw with you guys, and it's coming from my heart going to you. And I really truly hope that these types of videos will be encouraging to you, and to just let you know that I'm not perfect and nobody's perfect, and that we all fall short, and there will be times where I may seem like I have the perfect life, I have everything in control, but in reality I do not, and you guys only see a glimpse of that. And so the point of this series is just to show you that I am human, and obviously I cannot fully be myself and not talk about God or not talk about my faith, because that is a huge part of me. And so if you really are against me, you know, expressing my faith on here, feel free to just click out right now. I'm just gonna warn you ahead of time, or just give you a heads up that, hey, this is me, this is my life, this is what I'm all about, and Christ is in me, and I can't help but talk about it because it is part of who I am, my background, my faith, my Christianity, and it's a big part of my life. So anytime I share these heart-to-heart videos, it really is going to revolve around my faith and my struggles and how I go about life as a Christian. So just a heads up on that. Feel free, you are invited, even if you're not a Christian, to just listen to my mindset and what I think about life and all that stuff. You are welcome as well. This is for anybody. For today's topic, this is something that I have been struggling for a while, and I feel like I'm finally on the other side, and God has just been so gracious and so loving as I'm struggling through this. So anyway, one of the reasons why I've just been so inconsistent, you guys, with YouTube, even though I really enjoy doing this, I really enjoy talking to you guys, I really enjoy doing these like speed cleaning videos, these power hours, these I don't know, just vlogs or whatever, but I have a hard issue of just comparing myself to others. And I would watch other vloggers or other YouTubers and just be like, oh, you know, what am I doing that I'm not as successful as I am, or as I pictured myself to be? You know, why are all these people doing that? You know, how are they growing at such a fast pace, etc.? And in the back of my mind, I know the truth, I know the answer, I know why, but you know, in the moment I struggle with just self-doubt, and it's like I'm not good enough to just even have the motivation to get up and film and edit and do all of that stuff, because I am just so devastated because I have been comparing myself to others, and this is just so embarrassing because I shouldn't feel that way. I know that. And it is just that idea of comparing, you know. I've struggled with comparison all my life, and just comparing myself to others, and just why do I even do that? I don't even know. I mean, it's in nature. It's what we struggle with as humans, right? We can't help but compare ourselves to others for some reason, and that is just one of my struggles. And so being on, you know, YouTube and social media sites, the comparing gets a lot worse, I feel like, because you only see one side of things, and it is just I mean, it's like Satan's way of just lying to people, like, hey, you have to be mindful all the time that their life is not always picture perfect. It may appear to be, because who doesn't like to just highlight the happy things in their life, right? That's what we are all about. We're all about highlighting our lives and just sharing the good things. But honestly, guys, God has convicted me so much that I need to share the ups and the downs with you guys. I know I'm a very close person. I don't like to share a lot of personal things, and some of you guys probably don't know that last year was one of the hardest years of my life. I didn't share too much, and I probably will make a video on that in the near future because it's coming up on 1 year. But my gosh, just the things that God has worked on my heart just to even build up the courage to share this, because I want it to be God honoring and God glorifying. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get through this without even crying. We'll see if that will happen or not, but this is just me, raw and genuine, and I don't know how much of it I'm gonna edit out, just because I feel like I want this to be so relatable to you guys and to let you know that I struggle with these things as well. Not only do I just want to share with you guys a little background and of my struggles and just comparing and all of that stuff, that I'm not perfect and I struggle with comparing myself to others all the time. You know, I want to share with you guys some actions that I took that has really helped me to just cut that cord, to cut that negativity out of my life. And some of those actions were major drastic changes in my life. Like, I have stopped getting on Facebook. I haven't deactivated it because I have family and friends on there that I love to keep up with, so I'll get on there from time to time, but I have deleted the app off of my phone so I don't get notifications and stuff. I do have the Facebook Messenger because that's how my siblings and I really connect and talk on a weekly basis. But my Instagram, I've limited myself. I've unfollowed just about everyone on Instagram because I find myself wasting a lot of time on there, and then when I'm on there a lot, I tend to compare myself. It's like, oh, well, that's cool, they're doing that awesome thing, and oh, that's, you know what I mean? It's just a heart issue of mine, and to help with that, I have unfollowed everyone. And just know, if you're following me on Instagram, it's nothing against you. It is something that I'm struggling with, that has helped me be better because I've unfollowed and have been so inactive on Instagram. I will go on there from time to time to post, but I'm not as active as I was before. And the same thing with YouTube. I've unsubscribed to a lot of channels, and I've only subscribed to the ones that I feel like has truly motivated me and inspired me to be a better person, and to not desire or want things that I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm subscribed from like beauty channels that have, you know, they're always hauling new beauty products, or just channels that will push me in the direction that I do not want to go, that I do not want to fall back into that that lie of comparison, that I'm not good enough, and that why do I not have all of these things, etc. You know what I mean? So and with that, by doing all of that to my social media stuff, I've also just been replacing all of that time with eternal things that truly matter, and that is praying continuously, fixing my eyes on Jesus throughout the day, thinking about him throughout the day, dwelling on him and dwelling on his truth, his words, studying scriptures. I'm not saying I'm perfect, that I do this all the time. No, I fall short every single day. But because I've gotten rid of all of these other distractions, you guys, that have been just slowly leaking, you know, sin into my life, comparison, all of this bitterness, jealousy, etc. I feel just so free, you guys, so free, that God has just removed all of that from me, and I don't even desire to be a part of that or anything like that. And minus YouTube, I feel like God has given me this passion for YouTube for a reason, and I really just want to encourage and inspire and motivate all of you guys as women to just be the best that you can be, and to know that you will never be the best that you can be without Jesus Christ. I want to just rejoice and give thanks and pray continually and fix my eyes on the bigger picture. You know, we ultimately exist to glorify God, right? And everything that we do, we are supposed to glorify Him. Isn't God honoring? We have to think about all of those things, you know, and that is what I want to do. I want to be so intentional with my channel and so intentional with you guys. I just really feel like God has me on here for a reason, and it will not be in vain, even though, you know, I have removed, you know, apps on my phone that tells me how many subscribers I've gained, etc. Because at the end of the day, honestly, that stuff doesn't even matter. Why am I even doing this? I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it to get famous. No, somehow God has given me this passion, this, you know, really shy girl here, right here. Okay, I'm super shy, an introvert for sure. God has given me this passion to do this platform, and I want to do it wholeheartedly for Him, not for myself, not for gains, popularity, whatever, views. I just want to impact you guys for God's kingdom. And so anyway, to just switch and not focus on all the negatives and focus on the positives and what God has for me, you guys, that has just been such a joy and just a refreshing truth, you guys. I am on the other side, and I can happily say I'm so thankful to be on the other side. God is doing great works in my life, and I want to share it with you. And I know I've shared my testimony before, you guys, but that was only the beginning. And these Heart to Heart series, I want to just continue to share what God is doing in my life, because He is a living God, and we have the living Word, and it's living and breathing, and oh my goodness, it's just, we are always being sanctified. It's amazing. And some Bible verses that I have really just dwelled on, you know, during the season of life where I struggled with comparison and all of that stuff, all of that sin. These have really helped me, and I really want to share these with you just in case you are struggling with it and don't know what to dwell on, you know, instead of focusing on the negatives or that you're not good enough or that what are you doing wrong. Focus on the eternal hope that you have in Jesus Christ, and I want you to fix your eyes on Jesus, you know, on the bigger picture. What does He have in store for you? For His glory, you know, how can you honor Him in that? And so I want to share, this is 2 Corinthians 4:8. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. And so I really just want you guys to, if you're struggling, as I am, to just dwell on that truth. You know, the eternity, the hope in Jesus for eternal life, and that alone, dwelling on that over and over and over, day after day after day after day, God will reveal Himself to you in a way that, I mean, He's never revealed before. It's just been so eye-opening to me, you guys. I also want to share, you know, this other verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. It says to rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances. And that is so true. I mean, if I am being more intentional about giving thanks, about praying, just being in gratitude for what I have, I would not have been so caught up in comparing myself to others. Okay guys, so this is the section of John that really convicted me. I finished reading and studying the Gospel of John. It took me about a year, and I finished it, what would you say, maybe mid towards end of May, and I was so convicted that I had to, you know, just not be present on YouTube, to just fully focus on what God has convicted in my heart. And so let me just start out with the background story, and then I will tell you. This is Jesus and Peter. It says, when they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? And he is saying this because, you know, this is after Jesus' death, and he came back to life and hung out with Simon Peter and some of the other disciples like John. And so because Peter had betrayed Jesus 3 times, you know, before the rooster crowed, and denied him, this is why Jesus is asking him, because he knew that Peter denied him before. And so Jesus says, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? He said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said to him, feed my lambs. He said to him a second time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And then Jesus said to him, tend my sheep. He said to him the third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was grieved. He was devastated that Jesus would ask him the third time, okay, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Truly, truly, I say to you, when you were young, you used to dress yourself and walk wherever you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and another will dress you and carry you where you do not want to go. And this, Jesus is foreshadowing Peter's death here, where Peter will be crucified upside down, crucified just like Jesus, but upside down on the cross. So Jesus is predicting and foreshadowing his death here. This he said to show by what kind of death he was to glorify God. And after saying this, he said to him, follow me, Peter, follow me. And then Peter, being the, you know, personality that he is, he turns around and saw the disciple whom Jesus loved following. Right? Following them. So John was following Peter and Jesus as they were walking and talking. And he was also the one who had leaned back against him during the supper and had said, Lord, who is it that is going to betray you? You know? And when Peter saw him, he said, Jesus, Lord, what about this man? You know, this man that's following us, the one whom you loved, who is John. And Jesus said to him, if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? You know, what is that to you? Follow me. So the saying spread abroad among the brothers that this disciple was not to die. Yet Jesus did not say to him that he was not to die, but he said, if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is it to you? Right? So this is a disciple who is bearing witness about these things and who has written these things, and we know that his testimony is true, and this disciple is John. Oh my goodness. That right there, you guys, whenever Jesus says, if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is it to you? Follow me, right? Stop looking at other people, what they're going to do, what I have planned for them. You need to fix your eyes on me. And that just weighed so heavily on my heart, y'all, because I was struggling with comparison and not fixing my eyes on Jesus and just worrying about, like, you know, oh, why are they able to do this, or why can't I do this, or, you know, that negativity that I so despise and hated. So anyway, that really convicted me, and then I found myself to just be dwelling on that, and God really convicted my heart since that day. And I want to share with you Philippians 4:8, y'all, because God pointed me to this verse to just stop dwelling on the negatives and to focus on whatever is true in Philippians 4:8. I'm sure you've heard of this. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable. If there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. And reading this is just comforting to me, because that's what I need to be dwelling on. Not on the negatives, not on other people, on Jesus Christ. Dwelling on the things of excellence, of worth, of praise, and honor. I hope that this is an encouragement to you guys. I'm sorry that it's going to be so long, but I had so much to say, and I hope that this conversation with you will be God honoring and glorifying to Him. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me, on Instagram. I have my Instagram link down there. I will respond to messages, and even if I'm not there, I get notifications of messages. And or email me. I check my email daily as well, or you could just comment down here, or private message me on here as well. I do check that from time to time. So anyway, guys, I really hope this is an encouragement to you, that it's okay. We all fall short of the glory of God, and it's okay. We are going through this together. We can go through this together. Thank you for letting me pour out my heart to you if you've listened to this whole thing, and let me know what God has been working on in your lives. Let me know what God has been working on in your lives. I would love to know. I just love hearing God's work being done in other people's lives and just giving Him the glory. So please share. That would be such an encouragement and motivation to me. And with that said, I hope that you guys will have a beautiful, beautiful day. Know that you are so very much loved by the one who created you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.